What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 Audi RS5. Now this is going to be a cool one. There's not a lot of content out there on the internet about this car. Not much is known about it. There's not many reviews that I've seen on it, and not many in depth or people just showing their opinions. So I'm going to show you guys the exterior, interior of the car, and any quirks about it. And yeah, it should be cool. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, here she is, the 2019 Audi RS5. This example is finished in the lovely Sonoma green, which is a nice metallic finish. Looks incredible in the sun. It's definitely a bold move for Audi. They don't usually do crazy colors like this, but definitely pulled off because it turns this already cool looking car into something special. And for 2019, the RS5 has been completely redesigned. It no longer has a naturally aspirated V8. It now has a twin turbocharged 2.9 liter V6, which after driving it, I can say it actually sounds pretty good and feels even better. Very punchy, lots of low end torque. And speaking of torque, thanks to the two standard Quattro smart differentials, the RS5 can actually use torque vectoring to help it pull off some pretty incredible turns. One thing I love about all the newer Audi models is their use of lighting to incorporate a special design element into the car is actually pretty striking. Let's see, for example, I got the key here. Let's check it out. Very minimalistic design, but there's no space wasted here. Got full LED housing, LED projectors, LED high beam, LED turn signals, running lights. The same goes for the turn signals in the rear as well as the brake lights. And I'm going to turn the headlights and taillights on for you in a second. Show you what it looks like with the hazard lights on and the high beams and low beams. Alright, we're going to have to start it up real quick. Turn the lights. Put on the hazard lights. So here it is with the full LED headlights on. You have the low beam, which is an active projector. The turn signal, which after it's done, turns back to the DRL, daytime running light. You got indicators in the mirror. Of course, full LED turn signals. And while these aren't the full Euro taillights that I love, it is able to have the scrolling or sequential part of the turn signal. But because a certain amount of the taillight or turn signal has to light up on each cycle, it has to have this part down here. So you can't just start at the beginning and then go all the way to the end. But still looks good nonetheless. One of the many things I love about Audi RS cars is they just look so much more aggressive than the lower model counterparts. Everything from the exaggerated gills in the front, the big radiator grille, the little vents down here to continue up to the edge of the headlight, the wider fenders, the wider rear fenders, little trunk spoiler, that large aggressive oval exhaust, the aggressive diffuser, and again these little vents. Not sure if they're real or not. Doesn't look like it, but they had a nice little touch to the aggressive design of this car. It's got the full Bang & Olufsen sound system, which we'll hear in a little bit. Got a power sunroof, although I think it's just one of the ones that vents. I'm not really sure, but we'll find out in a second. Love the black mirrors, black wheels. All the black accents goes great with that Sonoma green. Alright, let's go check out the inside of the car. For 2019, the interior has also received a major redesign. Very modern inside. It's not too much and not too little. Here's the usual like golf ball looking design of the Audi RS steering wheels. Nice flat bottom with a carbon trim, Alcantara, contrast stitching everywhere. This interesting vinyl cloth for the headliner. More carbon trim down here. Got a leather center console, the wireless charging pad. Always love what Audi does with these seats. They do the hexagon style stitching, or diamond stitching, I guess. More of that golf ball design here. Very simple AC controls, a lot of touch screens and visible screens. Alright, so now we're going to take it out for a little drive, but first let's see how it sounds. Alright, now we're going to take the RS5 out for a little drive and see how it does. Alright, first we're going to try it in automatic and then full manual. See what the differences are. It's very punchy and fully automatic. It's just an 8-speed like torque converter, not a dual clutch, but definitely puts down the power. It's a lot of fun. So now we're going to put it into manual. Let's see what it's like. Very tight turning radius. Alright. Well, in manual mode it definitely feels faster. Not only can you wind out the gears more, but definitely feels way faster. I don't know if it's using more power somehow or what it's doing. Spot to turn around up here. Downshifts are very nice, crackles. It may be a little V6, but it sounds good. It's not up there with the other Audi, V8s, or the Mercedes and BMW twin turbo V8s, but it's got some bark. Color heads-up display shows you what gear you're in, shows you the speed obviously, and there's a nice little shift light, shift indicator that really helps when you're pushing out the RPMs. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Honestly, kind of speechless. The old RS5 really never wowed me. Never really did much for me, but this one definitely has it. A lot of people don't like 6-cylinder engines, but if all the cars of the future or whatever are going to be electric or have much smaller cylinder engines, lower cylinder count, or a mild hybrid assist, or 48 volt electric systems, then I'm all for it. Alright guys, that should do it for this review of the 2019 Audi RS5. See you next time. So one thing I wanted to add about the 2019 RS5 is the differentials in this car are incredibly smart. So even though there's a 60-40 torque split, 60% of the power to the rear wheels and 40 to the front, depending on the situation, up to 85% of the engine's total torque can be sent to the left rear wheel or the right rear wheel, and up to 70% to the front left or the front right. And add torque vectoring into that and you've got one amazing machine.